Welcome to Too Fond of Books. My name is Janelle, and in this March Mystery Madness video, I want to recommend 6 Agatha Christie books. Now, everyone has heard of And Then There Were None, which is the standout standalone written by Agatha Christie. I would be surprised if anyone said that there was another standalone that was better than this one. It is definitely the standout standalone. But she has other standalone books that are really, really good as well. So I want to recommend 6 standout standalones. So here are 6 standalones that really stand out from the crowd. Now, keep in mind, I am choosing based on what I have read. So there are other standout standalones that I have heard are very good, but I have not read them yet. So these 6 are ones that I have read. So there are no detectives that have appeared in other books in any of these, and that's why I am calling them standalones. Okay, first up is Why Didn't They Ask Evans? Or The Boomerang Clue. This was published in the 30s in 1935, and this one is fantastic. So we have Bobby, who discovers a man who has fallen over the cliff, and Bobby goes down to see if he can help, and the man says, "Why didn't they ask Evans?" And then he dies. It's brilliant. It's so good. It's such a good setup. So then Bobby and his friend Frankie, Lady Frances Derwent, decide more as a game or as an adventure to look into it. And it is such a good standalone. I really, really like this one. Okay, next up is Crooked House. And this was published in 1948 or 49. This one is a country house mystery. We have the Leonides, one big happy family living in their big house. This is one where Agatha Christie has used a nursery rhyme as part of the plot. How does the nursery rhyme go? There was a crooked man who lived in a crooked house, etc. And they all lived together in a little crooked house. Our detective in this one is Michael, I want to say. It's told in the first person, so we don't see his name very often. But the patriarch of the family, Aristide Leonides, is killed, and they investigate, and it's very good. Okay, They Came to Baghdad. This one, people might argue with me that this one isn't a standout standalone, but I think it is. I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoy it when Agatha Christie writes her kind of espionage thrillers. I just think they're fun. They're very, very fun. So in this one, we have a large number of persons, a large quantity of jewels, enormous sums of money have disappeared. Confirmation of the manufacture of a secret weapon has been obtained by a British agent. All the persons concerned were meeting in Baghdad, and the code was a white camel loaded with oats is coming over the pass. I just really enjoyed this one. I had fun with it. This was published in 1951, and our main character is, hang on one second, Victoria Jones, who kind of randomly meets this guy in London and kind of just falls hard for him and discovers that he's going to Baghdad. So she figures out a way to get there herself because she wants to spend more time with him. And so that all these different people are converging on Baghdad, and it was just a lot of fun. All right, next up is The Pale Horse, which was published in 1961. This one is atmospheric and very complicated. I did not solve this one at all. but it was really, really great. So our amateur sleuth in this one is Mark Easterbrook. And it opens with a priest who is called to the bed of a dying woman. And then that priest is murdered when he leaves her house. And I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to say. This one is fantastic. The characters are great. And the way that she plots this story and lays out the clues, it's good. It's a good one. Okay, next up we have Ordeal by Innocence, which is another kind of one that is focused on a single family. We have the Argyle family. And when the book opens, Jacko Argyle has been convicted of the murder of his mother and has died in prison. And when the book opens, Arthur Calgary shows up at the Argyle house to say, I was his alibi. I can prove that he did not do it. So it's a cold case where they have to reinvestigate. And what was really good about this one is that Agatha Christie really dived into what did that mean for this family, because you had members of the family who weren't actually interested in digging up the past and in actually finding out the truth of what mattered, because it meant that, you know, someone else in their family potentially had done it. And so she brings up really interesting questions in this one. And yeah, another standout standalone. And then last but not least is Death Comes as the End, which was published in 1944. This is her only historical mystery, and it is set in ancient Egypt, and super, super fun. It's the story is again about a family, and the husband brings home a concubine. The man brings home a concubine, and his children and their spouses, etc., don't like her at all, and then family members start dying off. I really enjoyed this one as well. I like that when there is kind of just one family group and all the action takes place within that family group. And this one just happens to be set in ancient Egypt, and I really enjoyed that as well. So there you have it. There are 6 standout standalones from the Queen of Mystery, Agatha Christie herself. Let me know in the comment section down below if you read Agatha Christie, if you enjoy her, and if there is a standout standalone for you amongst the books that she's read. What standout do you really enjoy? And I will see you for another video soon. Bye.